A little bit of lube on it. Put a little bit of lube on our shaft and shove it in the hole. Don't want to put this thing in dry, kids. What's up, guys? Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. We have a sneak peek of a race coming up with a 3rd gen Camaro. And with this matchup, the car is 2,000 pounds lighter, but it also has 200 horsepower less. So I think it'll be a perfect matchup to see if 2,000 pounds equals 200 horsepower. Stay tuned to the end of the video for that sneak peek. Looks weird. All right, guys, so yeah, why does it look so weird? It's probably because of this light. Hold on. Now it just looks dark. Let's take this filter off. Wow. Okay, so now we are going. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're gonna go ahead and start tearing down our 4.8. Nothing wrong with it, except for we can't get anywhere above 12 pounds of boost without running into some sort of a misfire. I'm really thinking it's valve float. It's a 300,000 mile motor, stock spring, stock cam, everything is stock. We threw our turbo kit on it and did not open it up at all. So for the first time, we're gonna open it up because we can't get any further. We can't go any faster. And we tried turning up the boost, but that didn't work. We re-gapped the plugs, changed coils, wires, we did everything. So we're gonna go ahead and tear it down and replace our valve springs. We'll throw in a cam. Who's calling me? Basically do a whole top end kit. We got the trunnion upgrade, push rods, lifters, you know, pretty much everything for the top end. And hopefully these cam bearings look good though. So let's go ahead and start tearing it down. All right, guys, let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not sure if this is the same video or the next video, but we're on day 3 of the build, and we're hoping today we can go ahead and finish it up and get it started. And then after that, we got some suspension mods that we got to do. So, all right, guys, let's get to it. A little bit of lube on it. Put a little bit of lube on our shaft and shove it in the hole. Don't want to put this thing in dry, kids. real quick guys, just wanted to show you guys the tool that I'm using to install the valve springs. Purchased it off of eBay for about 20 bucks. It bolts right there where the rockers go, and then you tighten down the nut, pushes down the spring, and you're able to remove the valve locks and retainers, and then you swap springs out. It's pretty simple. I'll show you guys another angle of it here in a second. And here's another angle. All you do is you tighten down those two bolts right there. That secures the bracket in place. Tighten down the nut up top. It pushes the spring down. And I just use a cheap little magnet to remove the valve locks. Once you get the valve locks out, then you can loosen up the tool. It will release the pressure on the springs. And then you remove the valve retainers. Valve springs come out. And then installation is pretty much reverse of that. And there you have it. Alright, let's get back to the video. You can make your own thread chaser. And all you do is you take an angle grinder or a little Dremel, and you just make a little groove on each side. And then you just run it through a couple times. And then what I do is I just take my little 3/8 impact and go down. And you got a whole bunch of stuff on it. And then you just take your little air gun, blow it out. Now you might have to do this more than once, but now, see, it just spins right in there. So save yourself 60, probably 70 bucks after tax. Make your own thread chaser. There you go. Yeah, I figured I'd share that with you guys real quick while I'm getting this thing together. Help save you guys some money. We're gonna spray our head gaskets. Just a light thin coat on each side. These are multi-layered. Spray a light coat on each side and get those in there. And then put the heads on. Alright guys, we are coming up to the ass end of all this. Copper coated head gaskets, head studs. Now we're gonna put the heads on. We already got our lifters and lifter trays in there. Everything is cleaned out, ready to go. And then after you get the heads on, it's all downhill from there. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I think it's day either 3 or 4 of the build, I don't even remember. I was up late last night doing all of the tedious tasks as far as cleaning out the holes in the block and getting the studs in there, and that's a whole process. And then you know, torquing them down and then doing the rockers and the intake manifold. All that eats up a little bit of time, but today we should be on the downhill part of it. Aside from one little setback, I'll show you guys real quick. So, had an exhaust leak right here. You can see all that right there, but look at this stud. The threads are stripped and the bolt was just hanging on there. So I got to get that stud out and put a new one in, but we should be able to build boost a lot quicker than what we were building it at. So that's exciting. So there should be definitely some more left in it. So I'm gonna fix that and start putting more stuff back together. Finally got the stud out, had to weld a nut on there and heat up the stud quite a bit. Used the torch, we heated up the stud and the flange, had to work it back and forth, and it finally came out. And then also I wanted to clean up the threads on the other studs, and what I ended up doing was I welded a die onto a socket. It was taking too long to use the tool that it came with, and I kept hitting the other studs, so I just welded the die on the socket and just ran it through a couple times. So alright, let's get back to the video. And we're gonna pause it right there. As you can see, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our sound. Our microphone quit working, and I was really disappointed because this was our first start video and we didn't get any sound to it. Long story short, it sounded good. It started up on the first try. We did crank it with the coil packs disconnected so we can get oil pressure, and once we got oil pressure, we started it up. So we're gonna fast forward it to the next day where we do a cold start. Alright guys, let's see if we can get a cold start video. Here you go guys, cold start. Just so you guys can see. Alright, here we go, cold start. Not bad. Sounds good. Still got to do a little bit of wire cleanup, engine bay cleanup. It looks terrible right now, I know, but eventually we'll clean up the engine bay. What's going on guys? Today we got an exciting day planned. We got a race coming up and we're going to race a 3rd gen Camaro. You want to do a roll?